This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 308 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by Kentucky Performance Products. Visit them at kppusa.com. Enjoy today's tip. Howdy, Glenn the Geek back with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and you're listening to Horse Tip Daily. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook. You can hop on over to Facebook and just search for Horse Tip Daily. Become a fan there. We have more and more people who are listening on Facebook than any other place. So just search for our fan page at Horse Tip Daily. Today we have back with us international dressage rider and my good friend Reese Koffler-Stanfield. Reese is a young and upcoming star in dressage here in the U.S. and has been giving us some tips here in the past couple of months, and we really appreciate Reese taking time out of her busy training schedule to join us. I know she has a lot of students and she's training up some horses for Grand Prix and things like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing Reese actually at the World Equestrian Games going on right now, hoping to bump into her for a day or two. And I know we'll be seeing Karen and all of our friends at Kentucky Performance Products there as well. You know, and one of their products is Joint Armor. It's a scientifically formulated joint supplements. The components of Joint Armor provide dual action support to joints by supplying the building blocks used for the creation of healthy cartilage and supporting regeneration of cartilage when damage occurs from trauma and normal wear and tear. It's affordable, it's effective. One jar lasts 75 days. Find out more about Joint Armor and all the products at Kentucky Performance Products by visiting kppusa.com. That's kppusa.com. Well, hi, Reese, and welcome back to Horse Tip Daily.
Hey, Glenn, how are you?
How come when you and I get together, and we were just chatting a bit before we got on the air here, about food, we always end up talking. I am a food guy. Helena, you know Helena, she's my co-host on Stable Scoop. She is always busting my chops because there isn't an episode we have done in almost 100 episodes now that where food doesn't come up, and that's my fault, I'm afraid to say.
Well, Glenn, I don't know if you know this, but I really enjoy cooking, and I do, and I am a Food Network junkie.
Really? Now, wait a minute. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Horse girls do not cook. So you must be like the exception of all exceptions.
Well, I guess so. I really enjoy it, and it's my time during the day to take a half an hour, maybe have a glass of wine, depending on how tough the day was, and decompress from the day so my poor husband doesn't have to deal with me like, you wouldn't believe what this horse did. So I actually really enjoy to cook every day. I try to cook 5 days a week. It doesn't always happen.
Really?
I really enjoy cooking.
Holy crap.
I don't like the shopping. Yeah, I don't like the grocery shopping.
Jeez.
Really
I'll
cooking.
tell you what, I'm just, I'm jealous, actually.
I
got one of the horse girls that doesn't. I got one of the horse girls that doesn't cook. So.
Oh no! Don't tell Jennifer; she'll be mad at me.
Can we trade for a week?
I will come over anytime. I'll just have to cook you dinner. How does that sound?
That sounds great to me. I'm the cook here, and I do like cooking. By the way, I'm not saying that because I don't like cooking. I do like cooking, but you have to admit, of all the horse girls, there aren't too many who can boil an egg.
That's true. It's time. It's a time-consuming thing. But like I said, I really enjoy it, and I keep saying that I'm going to take some actual cooking classes, but the time has definitely got away for me for that. So one day I'll take a cooking class. Maybe we'll go together.
Oh yeah, I would love that actually. I know my wife's not going, so.
I know my husband won't go either, so we can be buddies.
All right, you can send all emails to Reese at. No, just kidding. I'm gonna get a few after that, Reese.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I guess we actually should talk horses today a little bit too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I guess. I'd rather talk about taco salad and brisket, but. I think we're on Horse Tip Daily. We probably should stick to horses.
Exactly.
So tell me your tip is about horse food.
Yeah, it is not about horse food. I call my nutritionist at Farina for all of that. So,
okay.
So I don't do anything horse food related, but I do have a great tip. And this is really a tip I think anybody who rides a horse, if it's from competitive trail riding to eventing to show jumping, this is a tip that you can use. And one of my trainers said this to me a long time ago when I was a junior. And, it sounded so simple to me, but as I get older and get into my training, I understand why they gave me that tip. And that tip is every horse should be able to stop and go. Okay, so we're going to make this more complicated.
Hold it there, Reese. Every horse does stop and go at some point.
In theory, yes, but we want to stop and go on our aids.
Oh, in other words, we have to dictate that.
Exactly.
Okay.
You got it, and that's the complicated part of it. The go, I can tell you probably every lesson I teach during the day has to do a little bit with the go. And the go means is the horse in front of your aids, mainly your leg and your feet. So that's where it gets complex. We've all been to the horse show, that we've seen the pony club kicking and the kids on the ponies just trying to get that pony to go. That's the problem with the go. And I have that problem too sometimes. I'm on my horse and I'm kicking and, I hope they get in trouble for these things. I mean, that's not a good thing. So basically, Glenn, what we're talking about is when we put our leg on our horse or push with our feet, we want a pretty immediate reaction. And that's the key, and how do we get that? And that's also depends on the horse and depends on the stage and training. But basically what I want to do is when I want my horse to go, I gently put my leg on. Gently being the word. The gently is how I want my horse to react. If my horse doesn't react to the gentle aid, it gives me a great time to correct that horse. And then I come with a little stronger aid until they go forward. And then like every exercise of the horse, you have to repeat it. You put your leg on gently. If they don't respond, hopefully after the first correction they'll respond. If they don't respond, then you have to come again with the correction. And you repeat it until the horse moves nicely off your leg. Some horses, you have to do this several times during the ride. Casper, my Grand Prix horse, he gets the drift after the first one or two times. He's got it. But some horses, it's every time. Some horses, that may be all that you're working on. So for a period of time until they really understand the go. So it can be a little bit more complicated than it sounds.
That's why Casper's a Grand Prix horse.
Yes, exactly. That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. And that's how the training should go. I don't expect my 4-year-old to always move off my seat because he's in training, and that's what we're working on. But, I don't want to be up there sweating just trying to get my horse to go around the ring. So that's the go portion of this. And kind of the same thing applies with the whoa. That's the stop and go.
That's the point where we pray they actually stop at some point?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And I coach a lot of eventers. We have a lot of eventers here in the Lexington area, and I find them to be great fun, and I really enjoy coaching them in dressage. But, one of the things they come back to me as they go up the levels, they say, oh, Reese, I am so glad we've been working on this half halt. We were going to a right-handed corner, and he drifted, and I gave a half halt, and he listened, and we can make the jump. So same thing applies with that whoa. So to get to basic exercises to work on the whoa part and to make your horse really responsive to the whoa, I hate to see, when riders are having, I call it the lawnmower pull, when they're pulling so hard and nothing's happening and the horse won't turn. Not a good thing. So I would bring that horse back and just do some walk-halt transitions. And again, we want them responsive. You may have to get strong one or two times, but horses don't want you to be strong. That's not their nature, and they don't want you pulling on their mouth. So if you can start with the stop and go, the walk-halt transition. And again, we're looking for a very quick halt, a very soft halt, and that's what we're looking for. So that's sounds super easy, but this can apply to every discipline, really.
And it's not super easy. It
takes not.
It takes work. It just takes work.
It does. And, I'd love to say, to everyone, oh, this will happen overnight, but it doesn't. And, I even have to remind Casper every once in a while, hey, don't get so strong. We have to do a salute here, a halt and salute, and I need to get a good score on it. So
and Casper's a big boy.
He's actually not that big.
But he looks
funny
big.
enough. I know he's like 16'1". He's not tall.
Wow,
he
is that right?
Big.
He does look
he's
big.
not very big. Yeah, no, he's not very big.
Because you're a
he's
tall one. You're a tall drink of water, and you don't look too big on him at all. So
I know. I have really long legs, but he is. Yeah, he's right at like 16'1". We say 16 too. It's kind of like the basketball players who give them an extra
exactly.
little boost.
Sort of like I say, I'm 180 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not commenting on that one. But that's it. Yeah, but he's tiny, but he's got big presence. So.
All right, you can see pictures of Casper at maplecrestfarmky.com. That's maplecrestfarmky as in Kentucky.com. And of course, I think that you're still taking new students on, aren't you?
I am, and come see our new farm. We'd love to have you.
All right, and all the information can be found on Reese's blog, or you can email me, and I'll forward it to her. And you can find, you can just use the contact link on our website at horsetipdaily.com. Well, until we meet again, Reese, let's get together and do some cooking.
You got it, Glenn. Sounds like a plan.
Now, all that talk about food is making me hungry, so I'm just going to head on out of here. Don't forget you can find all the shows in the Horse Radio Network, including all of our World Equestrian Games coverage at horseradionetwork.com. We'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.